Mark Shea over here at Schaefersindianaturf, Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I'm back with another review for Gravely and for Schaefersindianaturf. Now, I know you guys have been waiting for a little bit of a long time for me to do another review on another mower, but it's just been real busy lately, so I haven't had a lot of time to get around to doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys today. As you guys may know, I do work for Schaefersindianaturf, located at 5202 West Washington Center Road here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and we do sell Gravely and Aaron's products. I'm not doing this video to get anybody to jump in and say which mower's better. I'm not here for that. I'm simply here to do a review. I'm going to go into depth about the key features that the Gravely has to offer. We are starting to have a summer sale every year. You guys are going to have the opportunity to grab up the Gravely Ztxl 60, and that is the one that I'm here doing the review on. So let's just start this video out with make sure first and foremost that you subscribe to the channel. I want you to make sure you hit that follow button, hit that notifications bell if you haven't already, so you can receive more notifications in the upcoming videos to come for you guys. Let's get into this mower. Come on. So what you're first going to see is this awesome paint job. I mean, Gravely couldn't have done better with the red and black. This machine does not come with the handbrake like on the lower models or the bigger models. It's like right in between. So the brakes work by when you open up those arms. That's when the brake is on. So a lot of people think this seat is the same as all the other ones on the Gravely, except for the armrest. I want you to really pay attention to the Ztxl high-rise armrests. Those are completely comfortable for your back elbow rest support. So when you get in the seat, you don't even feel like they're there. They're incredible armrests. Rate those a 10. The seat comfort could be a little bit better, but to be honest with you, as you go up in the size, the Gravely does meet the specification changes to make it more right for your fit and your needs. But you can get an upgradable seat. They do have full suspension, they have air ride, they have all kinds of different seats at your convenience. Now, also looking at the floor plan. So a lot of people will skip past the Ztxl 60 because of the floor plan, because it doesn't have the lift up floor plan option. However, it does have some really cool options here that make this machine completely incredible. If you notice right here, it has a rubber floor mat built in right here. It's completely weatherproof, and it also gives you the grip that you need to stand up on this mower and be able to walk around and put your feet somewhere. I will also give that a 10 because I like to be able to stand up on the mower without falling if it gets rainy or whatever. So I have to give them a 10 on that one. Another thing that I truly, really like, and I've been wanting to get into, is this HOC lock system. So this makes it easy for anybody that wants to be able to operate this machine. If you want to lower that deck, if you want to higher that deck, you have a complete magnetic pin, and you have the inches that it's allowed to where you want to cut. Really, all you have to do is put pressure right up here, and take your hand and lift this up and put the pin in wherever you want, and it will set and lower that deck and adjust that perfectly. With that being said, when it comes to the deck lift, I'm definitely going to also rate that a 10. Now, the one thing that you notice is this beautiful black plastic guard right here, this chute guard. So when you buy a Gravely, everybody that knows, you get bigger series Gravely's, they don't come with this plastic chute. They actually come with a full rubber chute, and it locks as it lifts up. So that is an incredible thing that is made by Gravely on the other machines. And because I say that, I'm going to have to rate this a 5. I'm going to rate that low because I don't like the plastic. Really, I just have to take it off. So not saying that it's going to hurt the machine any. You could actually just pull this spring down right here and pull that chute off to get that close cut, but they could have done a better job on the 60-inch without the plastic and just added the rubber one. But don't let that scare you folks on the Gravely, because the Gravely does have really great options. You could take this into your dealership, like our dealership here in Fort Wayne. We'll take that off and we will put one on for you. If you want that chute option, you could change it out. Taking a closer look down here, you get the Springer front forks. So you get that on the Ztxl model, which is incredible. I really feel like when they do the Springer front forks, it's always on the bigger models. So seeing it on the 60-inch Ztxl is incredible. So for the Springer front fork add-on by Gravely, I'm going to also rate them a 10. So moving on, the reinforcement structure of this deck. It looks like it's not like super crazy, but it also looks to be pretty solid and pretty secure. Now, I've seen a lot of floating deck systems where they're stamped decks, And then when you move into the fabricated decks, these fabricated decks are a lot better because they've been fabricated by the company to do a better job. So when it comes to the deck quality of the Gravely, I'm definitely going to give it a 10 as well. Also, while we were talking about the decks, a lot of people don't know this, but the Gravely's are incredible because you can pop this cover off right here and get directly to your belts. No longer do you have to sit here and hand crank it with a wrench to take it off. It's just a pop on and a pop off, supported by these big thick rubber grommets right here. So I'm also going to rate that a 10 too, because that allows people to get to their belts a lot easier, to their pulleys. Also be able to clean out the mower from underneath the deck without having to do a whole bunch of strenuous work. So I will rate those belt covers a 10 in my book. So moving back here, you guys can tell the plastic is kind of thinner up on the top. It doesn't come all the way down to where it makes a plastic wheel well cover like some of the bad boy mowers and other mowers I've seen that on. I really don't like that because it gives placement for grass when it blows up and blows out. The way that they built their Gravely's to have that nice thin structured body system right there allows any kind of blowback come completely off the tire and push right back out here on the ground. So that is also an incredible body structure right there. I got to give a big 10 to the body structure development that they developed and found and created for Gravely. That is an incredible design on the XL60 that a lot of people don't even think about. Now, as you see down here, you got your aggressive black turf tires. Now, a lot of mower companies these days use the aggressive black tires, so there's not too much I could say about them. I will say personally that I do like the tires. I do love that they are on all mowers. I think that having a good turf tire, especially black when it matches the color, really makes it just look that much more sexier. So if you ask me, that it's a 10 on all mower companies, not just Gravely, but all mower companies with the turf black tire. I really dig it. So moving on. Back here, you will see this incredible, sleek, completely open area. Now, Gravely does this so that your technicians have plenty of room to operate and work on your machine. It's completely open, it's completely serviceable, and people like me who don't know how to service a mower, we really greatly appreciate that when it comes time to getting our service done. Completely has all open ability around the entire motor, even the exhaust and everything. I mean, you can completely get in here and work on that. So that is an incredible thing. So since we're talking about the back here, let's go ahead and jump on the Kawasaki FR730V. You are looking at 24 horsepower, which is incredible to push this mower. I believe that the 24 horsepower FR730V Kawasaki stands on itself. It is one of the greatest Kawasaki motors that they ever made for this design. So we got real lucky when Gravely decided to put this Kawasaki motor on the XL60. A lot of people don't understand the motor sizes, the different styles. They see Kawasaki and they think it's all the same, but it is not the same. This is not an EFI model. This is a fully carbureted model, which is my favorite. And we're not going to talk about EFI and the difference in carburation and the difference in EFI. People that know what EFI is and folks that don't know, I will answer all your questions in the next video when I do a review on an EFI model. So where we stand today is a fully carbureted Kawasaki FR730V, 24 horsepower, completely serviceable transmission, and an amazing machine. They stuck this thing on the right mower to make it just that more kick-ass. And that is so when it comes to the motor and it comes to the engine bay and the frame, I'm gonna have to rate that a 10 overall. Kawasaki's life expectancy is absolutely incredible, and the fact that they put that on a USA built frame from Wisconsin, riding on Gravely's everywhere, makes it just that more kick-ass in my book. So I rate that a 10. Now, as we get to the nitty-gritty, when it comes to the transaxles right here are incredibly designed. I absolutely love what they're made of. I like that they're not covered in plastic like a lot of other mowers that I've seen. They're actually made out of solid steel. That allows this to operate and stay safe a lot longer. So I got to give it to them on their transaxle setup. It's completely incredible. As you know, you have an area where grass will blow through right here, not affecting your drive deck belt. For the transaxles, it has a complete opening underneath it that allows that to do what it needs to do. So when it comes to transaxles and deck belts and all that, I'm gonna have to rate it a 10. Moving on from there, I'm gonna go over here. These incredible grips that they put on here Gravely really did not spare no expense when they made these grips. These grips are incredible. I've been on them when they've had rain on them, when they've been out in the weather conditions. They don't get sticky like a lot of grips do, and they also keep a good grip. So if your grandmother or grandfather, or you just have trouble walking or holding on to things, for some reason, I don't know how they did this, but this technology that they put in these grips to me is incredible. You know, it could be just basic, but to me, I really don't think it is. The way it feels when I'm in the rain and everything else, this mower really makes the difference when it comes to this grip. And it also has that custom matching leather seat. So, I mean, you can't beat the design, guys. Moving on from that, I want to come down here to the handles. Right here, you have an easy turn adjustable for your handles, allowing you to move them in, move them out, push them forward, push them back. We'll rate that as a 10 because it makes it easy for everybody. Unless you're colorblind, then it's probably damn near impossible. Don't laugh at that, okay? I'm almost colorblind, just saying. But I don't believe in putting a lot of electronics on lawnmowers, so I guess you couldn't have gone too far when you put the USB and the PO port right here. I do wish the cup holders on the Gravely's was deeper, but every mower is like that. It's very hard to find a lawnmower with a deeper cup holder for your beer or whatever you want to carry, even your iced tea. It always shakes out and falls on the ground. So for the cup holder, I will rate that a 4. I hope that someday they can find a way to make a bigger one. That way it actually holds your drinks, or make a dual cup holder, phone storage this way. That would be incredible. It's a lot shorter. It's a lot more comfortable to be right there instead of having a wire going down. Having your gas tank right here on the side is incredible than having it inside. So I really dig that. So having that side port gas tank is real easy, real convenient. You can see the whole gas tank right there, and that is kind of, to me, I feel like the gas tank is perfect size for this machine. I also like how the battery down here, a lot of people don't know about these outdoor marine batteries like that are 12 volt, but they're very powerful, and they're actually kind of expensive, but they're very strong. So when you get a good one, you got a good one. So when it comes to battery structure and where it's placed, I will rate the battery a 10. I will also rate the tank a 10 as well because of where it's placed. It's not in the way of a bunch of stuff. A lot of lawnmowers have the heaviest freaking seats, man. It's so easy to just grab that and just barely touch it and lift it right up. So that is an incredible feature right there. I will give that a 10. I also just noticed that down here, you have a custom rubber bumper guard. Now, we all know that we're going to run into something eventually, a concrete, your grandmother's gnome that's in the front yard. You're going to run into something. You're going to hit a tree. So at least they did go above and beyond to put rubber. I wish they would have put the rubber all the way up here and then all the way around here, kind of wrapping to about there. That would have been an incredible thing, but at least they tried. So because they tried and they did do that, I will rate the bumper guard a 5. Also, I am a 267-pound, 5'9" male who eats a lot. Seeing that they put this step here is incredible because it holds meat, which is incredible. Usually you'd think that thing would fall off, but after getting on and off and on and off and on and off of these mowers for the past 8 months, for some reason this thing is super secure and it's perfectly wide. I wear a size 12 wide fat foot, so you could tell how much room is there for you to step up onto this mower, onto the grip mat, and be able to sit down comfortably. So when it comes to overall quality, ride space, and everything else that we've talked about, I definitely am going to rate the XL60 a 10 in my book. I did have a few flaws that I seen that I feel like they're going to fix in the future, but for now, folks, I figured I would do this video and just keep it real, keep it honest, and show you guys what I see, what I know, what I feel, and what I think about it, and it's solely an opinion. If you guys don't agree with me, it's okay. Drop a comment, let me know what your concerns are, but I don't really think I have any concerns with the XL60. I think it's an incredible machine all the way around, and I want to give a big shout out to Gravely for making this beautiful machine. Gravely's been around a very long time, and the fact that they're still standing today and they're still coming out with super quality machines is incredible across the board. So on price, right now they have it as a summer sale price for our dealership at $57.99. That is a dealership promotional price. So the dealership knocked it off about $400 to $500 just to help you guys save money. How much am I going to be bringing this mower in? To be honest with you guys, when it comes to Gravely, I really tell people to spend, plan on putting up $250 per year when it comes to the expenditure that you're going to need to maintain this mower annually. And I mean, that's an incredible price, like 250 bucks a year to keep this thing on the road. You couldn't ask for a better machine. So I will rate the pricing. I feel like the pricing is completely fair. I feel like you're getting a huge bang for your buck when you get the Ztxl 60. I'm going to rate that a 10 as well. So depending on the dealer that you pick, sometimes you'll pick a good one, sometimes you'll pick a bad one. I mean, let's all just be human here. Not everybody is perfect. So it doesn't mean that they're bad, doesn't mean that they're good. Some places are better than others. It doesn't matter. What matters is who makes you feel the most comfortable, who really brings you in and doesn't just sell you a great piece of machinery, but they also make you feel like family. They treat you like family. That is what you got to remember, folks. Who's going to be there for you when you're down and out, or you need something, or you got a question? Who's going to do that? And one of the places that I have found is the same place that I represent. Schaefersindianaturf in Fort Wayne, Indiana, has been very, very, very vital to answering requests, being there for customer service, parts, surveys, reviews, deals, discounts, free deliveries, crazy promotional prices, and standing on it. I mean, barbecues and being friendly with customers. And so I've really got to rate Schaefersindianaturf a number 10 in my book. When it comes to dealerships that are in the city like Fort Wayne, Indiana, it is a big city. It's got over 400,000 people in it. And the fact that they operate the way they do and they stay on that every single day, I do got to give them some love. So I'm going to shoot that over to you guys and leave you with that. I hope you guys really enjoyed this review video of the Ztxl 60. And make sure you smash that like button and leave your comment below. And let me know what is the next mower you want to see in the next video. Follow for more.